the governor and lieutenant governor dig into the details of the newly passed budget.
It's not going to be built overnight, and while the framing is starting and we're going to start to see a house and start to see some of the things that are going on, we still have a long way to go.
They say it focuses on new opportunities for jobs and economic development, education initiatives, and support for mothers and children. Some of that support coming in where parents can send their kids to school.
This budget pledging more than $1 billion to public education and drawing new guidelines for the state's school voucher program. News reporter Kajasia Hawkins live with us in the studio, digging deeper into how this budget will impact Ohio education.
Yeah, this budget does have a strong emphasis on education for both public and private schools. It raises the base pay for Ohio teachers from $30,000 to $35,000. It pledges to fully fund public education and has those school voucher changes. But it's leaving educational leaders in a state divided on whether this plan is the best path moving forward.
Overall, this was a mixed budget. But this expansion of vouchers to people, even including millionaires, really was something that puts a damper on the whole thing.
Scott DeMauro, the president of the Ohio Education Association, says that while there are some pros to the new Ohio budget, like $500 million going towards public school baseline education, there are some questionable aspects.
Well, you have to ask the question, why is it that people who have already been sending their kids to private schools need a subsidy from the state of Ohio, essentially a government handout, to reward them for their choice?
With the new Ohio budget, a family of four making $135,000 a year qualifies for a full scholarship to a private or parochial school. That's 450% of the federal poverty level. This new guideline impacts nearly 75% of students, and every student in the state will be eligible for a scholarship that pays at least 10% of the maximum scholarship, no matter what the family makes each year, which is something that Dayton Christian administrators say parents have been asking for and helps all students regardless of economic status.
I don't think it's necessarily about rich or poor, because up to a couple years ago, the focus of the Ed voucher system was actually to get students out of low performing districts, some of those in lower socioeconomic areas, into different entities that are performing higher. Now they've just expanded that, giving parents more opportunity and more choice to use their dollars where they see fit.
And with the expansion of the voucher program, private schools say that they are awaiting the full details on how this expansion will work and when exactly it will take effect. Reporting live in the studio, Kajasia Hawkins, 2 News.